All right, hey everyone. So I am sitting with an individual that has become a close personal friend of mine and my family's. It's been amazing getting to know you, Lisa. This is Lisa Keating to my right. She's a market leader in Central Kansas, covers a lot of the state of Kansas. And Lisa, you've been with Family Heritage for how long?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So for everyone watching, I'm going to go through some questions with Lisa just to give you a better understanding and insight into where she came from, a little bit about her values, her family, and also your experience with the company. For a lot of you that interview with Lisa, this will be very beneficial because you'll know who you're coming in to be meeting with, and you can come in a lot more prepared and ready to meet with this elite individual sitting to my right. So, Lisa, been here 2.5 years. Let's start off with what were you doing prior to Family Heritage, and what brought you here?
Sure. I was a nurse for 21 years before I became an agent with Family Heritage. You know, I had that field that I thought I loved. I worked hard. We worked long hours as a nurse. But my last all my career as a nurse, the 10 years worth was ER. And I saw the need as far as, people getting into bad accidents and stuff like that. But my last 11 years of nursing were special procedures. So we did colonoscopies, EGDs, we diagnosed lots of cancer. And so that's when I kind of heard a little bit about Family Heritage. At the time, my son's girlfriend's little sister passed away from stage 4 neuroblastoma. And I heard about Family Heritage at that point. We had an agent come out to the house. We chose just to do the cancer plan because we thought we were young enough and had plenty of time to, get a heart policy later on when things were a little bit better financially. And 44 days later, I had a heart attack. So, because of stress at work. And, I looked into it and I thought, this is a good avenue for me. God put this in my life for a reason, and I'm just running with it. I'm trying to get people to understand the need of it. If you can't work because you've gone through a heart attack or because of cancer, your finances are still there, and if you're not prepared, you go down pretty quick.
So you had 21 years as a nurse, you had a major health concern. Those two things opened your eyes, and obviously changes in the career as a nurse opened your eyes to this company.
Right.
Now you came in without any industry experience.
None whatsoever.
What about sales experience?
None whatsoever.
Business ownership experience?
None whatsoever.
Okay. So besides your eyes being open to something new and this being a great fit and a great timing whenever you came in to start working with us, what other characteristics or aspects of this company really attracted you? And tell everyone just a brief example of what your career looked like when you started and some of the challenges that you faced and how you overcame those.
Sure. Now that I've been in it for 2.5 years, what I value most in it is the family that I've got in you and Steph and all of my, upline and the people beside me. We get to travel together, which I absolutely love. We didn't get that opportunity. Like I said, we would go to Colorado. That was our family trip with 4-wheelers, and we didn't get to do a lot of that opportunities to go see places and learn new experiences. So I really love that.
Since you're on that note, what's your favorite trip so far?
Costa Rica.
That was amazing.
That was amazing. You get to go out on a catamaran, see the dolphins, see the sunset. We snorkeled. We just got to hang out and just have fun with friends. And, I think what I liked most about that trip was the intimacy with everybody. Just kind of get to hang around and get to know each other and, really get to know them as individuals. So.
Yeah, that was cool. So early in your career, no sales background, no real business background that gave you the skills or the experience or expectation of coming into a new career like this. What were some of the biggest challenges, and how did you overcome those challenges?
I would say the biggest challenge for me was I came from a job that I had a guaranteed paycheck every 2 weeks. I knew when I was going to get paid. I knew where I could put money in savings when I couldn't. That was probably my biggest challenge, but my second biggest challenge, I feel like, with my other job was I worked very hard. I take pride in how hard I worked, and it wasn't appreciated, I guess you could say. And this job gave me the opportunity to get paid what I was worth. If I work hard and I go out there and do that grind every day, I got paid really well. And there was, I never had to worry about that paycheck coming in. So now that I've experienced this side of the fence, I will never go back and work 9 to 5 for somebody else and not get paid what I'm worth, because this is solely on me, and if I do well, then I'm going to get paid well.
Yeah. So you came from a set salary, more of a traditional corporate type of employee-employer relationship.
Right.
As probably most people, most of you watching, myself included, that's where I came from. And so this was a totally different pay structure, right?
Oh, definitely.
Without getting into too much personal information, because I know that that's private to you, but how was the cash flow and the pay in your first rolling 12 months as you were working through that learning curve compared to what you came from?
Well, like I said, if you go out and do the daily grind, things are going to happen. The more people you talk to, the more things actually just circulate, and I call it like churning the waters. So it's a little slow at first because you're just getting started, but you have to get over that hump. And once you're over that hump, it comes so natural. People talk to you, people approach you and say, "Hey, I hear you do this now," and it's made my life a lot easier. But that's the biggest part of it.
So now 2.5 years in, Lisa, are you making significantly more, less, the same annually compared to being a nurse?
Significantly more.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
Okay.
But we also have, our stock bonuses, our cash bonuses. So if there's a month, like right now, it's Christmas time, they throw out a cash bonus there. And so that's really nice that if I go out and work hard and I put forth that effort, I'm going to get paid well, and Christmas is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't have to, take a loan out or,
Right.
put anything on the credit cards, anything like that. So
Right. Awesome. So I guess you and Gary and your family didn't have to take a step backwards whenever you got started here. You're still able to replace the income.
Sure. Definitely.
Just by grinding and working extra hard.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Lisa, talk about changing gears. Talk about the vision that you have for where this career is going, the markets you are looking to build, the leadership opportunity for other people. So you're talking to folks that may be interviewing with you. You're talking to folks that, if offered the opportunity, may accept and come on and work with our company. What's the vision for what this can become for them?
Well, my biggest thing is giving people the opportunity to be able to do this. I've never heard of anything like this. I've never seen anything like this, but to actually be in it and go through it and know that I'm succeeding, just relying on myself and my upline. Georgia's part of my upline. I just think, I want to give that opportunity to other people. There are so many towns. I'm in a town of 2,300. There's so many towns that need stuff like this. I mean, our town has been affected greatly with cancer. We've had a lot of kids in the last 5 years diagnosed with cancer, a lot of adults. And so I really feel like what I'm doing, getting out there in front of people and getting them to see this and have that protection if they need it, but yet get their money back if they don't. I just think that's huge. And so I'm really looking for somebody who, one, can be consistent, to just go to work. I always think nurses make good agents because they know the need. They see it every day when they go into the hospital or to a surgical center that they worked, and they're used to working long hours. 12-hour shifts. That's a long time, and they understand the industry. They understand the test. Anybody can do this. I mean, you just have to learn what if it's a new industry you're not familiar with, you're going to have to learn some of the tests so that you understand. But it's really easy. Everybody's very helpful. If there's any questions, you can call underwriting. You never feel like you're out alone. You have somebody you can always reach out to.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking for that person that is, driven, can get up and go to work, can go talk to people. If you have the gift of gab, that kind of helps.
Yeah. Obviously.
Obviously.
Sales. You're pretty good at that, I've heard.
Yeah, I am. I'm not going to lie.
So if there were 3 core characteristics that you are looking for, that you feel are the most important for a candidate to possess. If they're coming in for an interview and they want to show you that they possess these things, what are the 3 most important things, if you could narrow it down to 3, that you're looking for?
Drive. I need somebody who's willing to go to work.
Okay.
Reliable. I need somebody who who does what they say they're gonna do. And I would say the third thing is consistent. You can't. This isn't a field that you can just work 1 week and then take the other 3 off of the month. It just slows you down, and you'll get farther ahead in the long run if you're just consistent. I work Monday through Friday. I know that going ahead. If I need to have an appointment, I set that appointment and schedule my other appointments around it. But it is still a business. You have to run it like a business. Take care of your clients and customers. That's huge to me. As a nurse, I've always been in that caring, you care for somebody, you take care of them, you do all the work. And I tell all my clients, you can call me anytime. When you go into the ER, just call me. I'll tell you what you need to have taken care of right then and there. It's all about service. So I guess another one I'm looking for is a service-minded person.
Nice. Somebody that cares about others.
Right,
and
exactly.
Puts those people first before their own needs.
Right.
Awesome. Well, I think that's if I could say, point out one, the most significant characteristic about you is you care so much about people. You care about me and my family. You care about your clients and their family. Heck, you probably care more about the person who knows the person who knows the person that may never even give you the opportunity to demo them.
Right.
I mean, this woman goes so far for the agents that she's got a great team of people that she works with that makes up her organization. And I don't think there's anything on this earth that you wouldn't do for those people, from prayer to financial, as long as they're working and they're showing progress, to just putting in your own time and energy and giving them the treasure of your talent through your knowledge and your experience. She is one of our top field trainers. She is one of our top market leaders. When she works and partners with somebody, if you have the opportunity to work with Lisa Keating, if she brings you onto the team and you commit and follow through with the things that she expects that are necessary for success in our business, then there's nothing this woman won't do for you. And I think that's extremely honorable.
I appreciate that.
I do want to say, I want to put a plug in, Lisa, that Steph and I really, really have valued the time that we've gotten to spend with you guys traveling. It's been awesome to get to know Gary. Her husband Gary, is also a business owner in the auto industry and just a phenomenal individual. And he is so supportive of you in this career. I think that's pretty remarkable. So, Lisa, one last question for you. I think you're one of your deepest passions with this career is the clients that you're able to service. You've seen in 2.5 short years, still very new to this career, from a longevity standpoint. You've had a number of people that have used the policy, and you've also had a number of people that you just never had the opportunity to serve them with the policy that would have used it. Right. Without saying any names, client names obviously, what is one of the top stories of a client that's been able to use our coverage?
I had sold policies to a husband and wife, and they put her mom down as the beneficiary, and I went to take some paperwork to them and talk with them about our policies, and she had answered the door with a wig on, and I thought, I'm too late. And we got to talking, and she said, oh no, she said, I know all about Family Heritage. I've actually had their policy for 20 years. But her agent had kind of retired, and she had been struggling with cancer for 4 years and never sent any of the claims in except for the initial diagnosis. So within my first 6 months, I helped her we sat down, and I got permission from the company to help her and take care of her, and we sent in her first claim, and we got her back $21,564, which, she was almost in tears when I talked to her about that, and she's very appreciative. And since then, we've sent in 2 other claims, and we've gotten her back almost $30,000 now.
Wow.
So they're big farmers, and with the farming being the way it is, it's been kind of hard on them with her going through cancer. And I'll never forget her as a client, and I kind of she came under my wing, which is great, but I'm so glad that she had our policies. And probably the one that I regret the most not selling to was somebody who had a bad accident. It was a motorcycle accident. She's been off work from June until August. Her and her husband both. And here it is Christmas time, and he lost his job because they couldn't hold his position, and he was going through some physical therapy, and that's probably one of my biggest stories that'll always stick with me, that if I would have just talked her into it a little harder, you know, to get protected, I mean, who would have known 2 weeks later they were in a vehicle accident. So it was just you just never know. You have to get protection while you can, and that's what I'm looking for too, is somebody who can get behind the product that we're talking to people about, and really have confirmation of why they need it. So
wow. Awesome. Well, you're amazing, Lisa. I
Thanks,
don't know if there's
George.
a better word than amazing. So keep being you. And again, folks, if you interview with Lisa or have a chance to pick her brain someday, if you're a part of our company, just get really excited, because her energy and enthusiasm is so genuine. She's very transparent. She'll say it the way it is. And she is a leader by example. And this is a woman that for 2.5 years in a brand new career, you've grown almost every quarter over the prior quarter, and you continue to grow. And looking towards the future of, I mean, your next 10 years with the company, from our conversations, will be significantly bigger and greater, with more families protected, more agents that you work with, more lives changed than the first quarter of that long career that you'll be with us. So
I've come to the conclusion I'm only one person. I need more people to help me protect these families.
awesome. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah,
Thanks for
you.
your time.
Appreciate it.